Okay, so here we are with CalligraFUN, the next practice lesson here. And if you've taken the class, join in. If you have not taken the class, I'll leave a link at the bottom so you can learn how to do these wonderful, fun letter forms. Okay, so we did this one yesterday, and I added some dots. I'll show you this dot maker that is, I love this thing. This is also made by Zig, and it's clean color dots. It makes the most fun dots if you want to put some dots on your lettering. I'll put a few more here. This dot, well, actually on this end it's a real small bullet point, but on this end it's a bigger one that makes different size dots. It can make a big dot, or it can make a little bitty dot like that. They're so fun. They're so fun. You can go dot crazy with this thing. So this is how I dotted up our spring is here that we did in the video yesterday. So I wanted to show you a couple of things, and then I'm going to show you a new marker that I don't think it was even available when I did the class, so I'll show you that one in a minute. But I wanted to show you some other markers here that you can use. If you want to write a bit smaller and you still want the ability to make these letters and flick the letters, then I wrote this one with the Faber-Castell brush marker, and I do like these, although it's just a brush on one end. You don't have two ends. I mean, you know, you don't have two colors. You just have one brush, and it is smaller. As you can see, it is smaller. It makes definitely a smaller mark, which is good. Sometimes on an envelope you want to go a little bit smaller. So that's the Faber-Castell, and you can still, this is what I did. Let's see, those are the same colors. So I think I might have written it in this color and then flicked it in the darker color right there. So that's the Faber-Castell. This also was the Faber-Castell. Actually, I wrote that with this and then flicked it with the darker one. That's what I did. I probably used a darker one there. I might not have brought it in here. But the next one is, which you can get at Michael's, is another one of my favorites, which is a Tombow marker. Love Tombow markers. And here's, I wrote it in this. Let's see, where's my red Tombow? I wrote it with this, and then I flicked it with the red Tombow, which is, it may have rolled away, but that's what I did here. You can also write with this and flick with a brushable. You don't have to flick. You can even write with a brushable and flick with a Tombow. You can do that. So here's that red marker that I can't find. I think it rolled away somewhere. It might be on the floor. So I wrote Create. You can see a little bit different size here. You can see the Create with the Tombow is a little bigger, and just a little bit smaller are the Zig brushables. So, and I also love this N75 Tombow to do the shading. Love that. Love that. So let me show you this one real quick. This right here, the Pro Brush marker. Now I really do like these, and you may have some. If you do, you can definitely use these for CalligraFUN. So, and for the most part, they come in a lighter and a darker color. So you can write with the, we'll do it. I do like these. I like these a lot. Every one of them is a little different. The brush is on it is really nice, and you can flick pretty well pretty good flick. So let's write something with this Pro marker. Let's just write create, and we'll flick it, and we'll see what you think about this marker. So I don't know that it glides over the paper as nicely as the brushable, but it works. It works. All right, so I'm going to do this kind of funky like, where the letters can go this way, that way. So let's do it. Let's make it really fun. And I show you how to do this in the class. So you can make it go that way. You can make that go out that way. Create. Okay, so there's create. So let's flick it with this darker color right here. So let's see. Yeah, I like it. I like that flick. So you may like these Pro markers. Make sure when you get to the bottom, you lay it down flat and go straight up into the letter. Top, straight back in. Bottom, lay it flat, straight back in. Now, you can try this without knowing the letter forms, but it will not look like this, because you have to learn the letter forms. And to learn the letter forms, it really is a calligraphic letter. So you have to learn the A and your B and your C. I mean, you have to learn the letter form, or you're just not going to get the same effect. And so in the class, and I'll put the link down there so you can take the class if you haven't taken it. Now for the create, if you want to, you can. Let's use the Tombow here. So let's shade it with the Tombow. If you want to, you don't have to shade. I usually shade because it just makes it it just pops right off the page. So there's create right there. Fun, 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 fun. So here's our review video and practice for today. So I'll have more practice for you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.